Hi everyone, Fabian here. This has been quite the learning weekend. I went ahead and from an inspiration, actually let me just show you the legend. We have the legend who is Merill Fernando, a PM at Microsoft, that actually put out just recently a tool called Lokka, which allows you to use MCP, Model Context Protocol, in order to invoke queries using the Microsoft Graph against M365 data. If I come here, you can see that under Adel Vance here, inside Adel Vance's OneDrive, we have these files here, a couple Word docs and a text document that's available. So let me come over here now to Claude, which is the IDE I'm going to basically use, and say, and give me a list of all the Word docs I have access. Just say I have. Let's leave it like that. Keep it simple. So you know it's asking me for, now it looks for Fab's Graph Search Local, which is a tool that I have. I could have actually done for this entire chat, but I'm doing it now this way. And you can see here, it's using the tool right off the bat. It found a query with using .docs, and it came back with this information, and it gave it to me. I then also created this node solution, and the entry point for it is main.ts. So again, using MCP server, using standard IO, and I created two files. One is a search tool, which actually is coming from the docs of the drive item, and one is the auth.js, because we need to authenticate. So inside here, just basically describes how we're going to wire that up, but the real meat and potatoes comes here. And I took a couple approaches here as well too. I wanted some fallback. So right off the bat, I said, you know what? It needs to know who I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and let's get all the users. Something Merill did inside his example as well. And that allowed me to say, okay, give me all of the files that Adel worked on, or, what about the files that I worked on? And it would understand the context there. And then I started to say, okay, let's build up the query string. So, looking at the user ID, because now I have the users, I can get user ID, and then take the query, which is what I'm asking for inside MCP. And a couple different ways of doing that. If it didn't work, then just get me root, children, and get me the top 999 items. I could do top 10 here, but this is just making it a little bit more expansive. And then wiring up basically the export of the search tool, which allows me to just reason over what's inside Microsoft Graph. The auth is pretty easy. Again, it's using client credential, so it's using, as I said, it's not public, it's not using delegated auth. So this is just quite easy. You can figure that out, or go to my GitHub and you can pull down the code that way. Once that's done, a couple of things that were really tricky for me was inside the ts config.json, understanding how to have a TS file be transpiled to JavaScript, and then going through various different checks that I have now inside package.json in order to build it, do some CI/CD, make sure that the files are proper in terms of like doing prettier, and also doing some cleaning of the file as well, so it doesn't send up my build information. That took some time to learn, but alas, I learned it. And now when you've done that, then what you can do is inside Claude, you can go, you publish it to NPM, which I have here. I have two packages that are out there now, which is public, so that you can pull it down yourself. And then once that's done inside Claude, once you have Claude installed, you can go to settings, and then under developer, you can see I actually have these items here. So you can see it has the one for search, which is running, and the one for graph utils, which is running as well. So hopefully in this few minutes, you've seen how easy it is to use Model Context Protocol, MCP, to work with Microsoft Graph and get a couple of things going. So thank you very much, Merill, for the inspiration. And I hope you guys can also find some inspiration to take this and push this to the next level. These repos are available under my GitHub, and they are public, as I said. So go ahead, clone, fork, play with it. The code's already here. This just gives you 2 days worth of head start that you can go ahead and take this to the next level. Thank you. Have a great day.